Well, I'm gazing at the beauty of the 1969 Suzuki T350. It's not quite finished, but I was really surprised and happily surprised today that the tank in the original 1969 paint, side cover and oil tank, with the paint in pretty good condition really, considering its age, all arrived from the US, but the amazing thing was it was sent 2 days ago. It came out by FEDEX, of course, not by the United States Parcel Service, or we'd still be waiting. Postal Service, wherever they are, those guys that keep shooting each other anyway. The FedEx guys have obviously got all their shit in one sock, and so everything arrived on time, looking magnificent. The whole intent of this bike, like most of my bikes, was to have it look like a Survivor, because in a way it is. The poor old thing was laying in a paddock, a field since 1973 on its side, so everything was rotten. All I was able to actually salvage from the original bike was the frame, the swing arm, the centre stand, and a few bits and bobs out of the engine and transmission. The rest of it was just buggered. You know, I mean, the carbs were eaten away with corrosion. The whole engine was just rust seized completely. And so most of the stuff came from the US, but the good thing is it didn't come from just one source. It came from several people. So this is kind of a mix from probably about 5 or 6 different bikes. And the wheels came from Australia, from 2 different sellers. So the back wheel came from one guy in New South Wales, and the front wheel came from a guy in South Australia, I think, from memory. So it probably took 6 bikes that have been stripped and pulled apart to sell to build this little bike up, but it's getting awfully close. I'm sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment. I'm missing one carburetor float bowl gasket, so the carbs aren't on. I think tomorrow I'm going to have to get my craft knife and my pair of scissors out and make a gasket, just so I can put the carbs on the bike, install the wiring, the battery box. I've got a new battery for it, a motorbike battery actually, over there, right over there in the distance. Can you see it? Oh yeah, there it is. Yep, okay. New battery for it. I've got a new front tyre sitting over here, because the tyre that's actually on this bike is the original tyre from 1969. So, and I'm surprised actually, it's not age cracked. It's not. It's still quite soft, but it's obviously probably not roadworthy. And I don't really want to come a guts on it, because I'll insure it with Shannon's. It'll probably be a $10,000 bike. So I'd rather keep it in one piece. Thank you very much. So for $60 for that new Michelin tyre there, sitting beside my Harley, and I've got a new tube, of course, as well. That was cheap insurance, it really was. But it's looking pretty good, and won't be too long before it's out on the road, making those rat, 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 2-stroke noises and blowing blue smoke everywhere. So I've got to say, here in Lockdown Central in Melbourne, in Australia, it's looking pretty good. Thanks for watching. Cheers.